Curry returned. He only played 40 games this year. He's been gone for quite some time. Obviously, he had a runner's knee. I think he's been out since February, a little bit before All-Star break, but he came back in his return against Houston. They didn't get the W, but in limited minutes, 26 minutes, I believe, he had 29 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, was a little over 50% from the field and 50% from three. So it looks like he came back and it was no rust at all. Only a few players can kind of do that, and he's one of them. And also during the game, he became the 26th player in NBA history to record 900 career field goals made as well, too. Obviously, right now, it's still something to play for with the Golden State Warriors being locked into that 10 seed. So they're guaranteed at least one game and they can try to push to get that final 8 seed. But what are your thoughts on Steph Curry returning? And do you think, knowing that Jimmy Butler's out, knowing they traded for Kuminga to get Porzingis back, we didn't think Porzingis may or may not be playing no more. He's been looking pretty decent as of late these last like 10 or so games. Do you think with Steph back, they have enough to at least get to the 8th seed?
But you said he had 900 career field goals made. What was
9,000 career field goals made.
9,000? Okay, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I'm happy to see Steph back. That's for sure. And I think, every time Steph gets on the court, he reminds people, but I think he reminded them again last night because he had like 29 and 20 something minutes and almost won them the game. And honestly, he might have got a decent shot if Pods didn't just, I don't know if you've seen the clip, but Draymond called for Pods to set like a double screen and he just didn't. He just stayed on the wing. So then Steph had to take this tough ass shot over like a couple defenders. Um, but I mean, the dude is great. Like he's really, really good. He's good for the game. I'm happy that he came back, that we're gonna get to at least see him playing these playing games, hopefully more than one. Um, Porzingis has looked decent in the games that he's played. Um, but to me, that's, more of a move that can potentially be good for them for whatever they're trying to do next year. Um, and yeah, the Jimmy situation, I don't know how they're like this summer is gonna be probably the most important summer of his career since the KD summer, I feel like. Because this
Mm.
summer will really depend, like, I feel like this summer will decide, like, okay, are you actually going to contend at any other point in your career, or are you just here playing? And that's on the team, like that's on the team if they decide to actually do the right things. But it's yeah, at the end of the day, great to have him back. You know, you have to really take advantage of this time that we have with a lot of these older players, LeBron, Steph, KD. Um, and yeah, man, Steph is one of the GOATs, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can tell he's still a top 10 player when he's healthy, right? And it's just like you can tell in his eyes, like you say, he's one of the greats. He wants to compete, at least have a chance. And right now, with the situation, it just doesn't look like they have a chance. Jimmy Butler probably not gonna be back until and he older too, so probably not until like post All-Star break next year. Um, so yeah, he has a huge decision to make. I think he has 1 year left, 2026, 2027 season, making $62 million, which is 38% of their cap space. So yeah, Golden State is gonna have a decision to make. If you're playing GM, right, what do you do um for that organization?
I mean, if I'm playing GM, honestly, if I'm playing GM, there's a lot of things I would have did differently. They've just been really awful.
Especially the draft picks.
Post. Honestly, I want to say post this last championship, but they really weren't that great before that championship. They just kind of got lucky with some stuff. Because Kuminga and Moody and some of these other guys were on that championship team, like Wiseman as well, So he might not have been on the team, but they had drafted him prior to that. So they fucked up. Like they were bad for a couple of years. They had all these high picks and like they really picked all the wrong people. Again, I like Moody. I think Moody is a good rotational player, but he's also going to be out now for maybe all of next year too with the bad injury that he suffered. And then yeah, Wiseman and Kuminga just were not like yeah, not it. So if I'm the GM and I'm trying any and everything to get some talent there. That means I need to trade Draymond to get, I don't know if he's a free agent, but get him off the books. I do think one of the good things they did was not re-signing Clay because although Clay is still playing and is a decent player, not for the amount of money that he wanted. Um, I think that honestly the best thing probably would be to try and trade Jimmy Butler, but I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know who wants to take on that salary knowing he's going to be out for most of the year and they might have to give up assets in order to do that. Um, but the Giannis thing, like that's huge. If I can land that, that would be where all my chips would go. I think that Steph and Giannis and they always have some decent role players on their teams. I think that would be formidable. And I think that would be fun. I think that's a big thing too with the Warriors. I want to watch them play fun basketball, like that to me has been the Warriors experience for a while. And of course that you have fun when you're good, but it's just not really been super exciting to outside of Steph. Like Steph is fun to watch play, but that's kind of been about it. It feels like everything has been a struggle for them these past couple of years.